So, the best part about She-Hulk, it's short. No, really, it's like, that was an annoying sound. It's like 23 minutes long, and that includes end credits and an opening sequence explaining what happened last week in case you didn't watch last week, but it's on a streaming service, so why would you watch this week instead of last week? I don't know. Let's get into it. I am Taylor. Welcome back to my channel, and this is my review of She-Hulk Episode 2. It airs on Disney Plus. It stars Tatiana Maslany. I butchered that last name, but at least I remembered it sort of correctly this week. I didn't last week. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the good of the show and then some of the not so good. The good is, yeah, it's not a long watch time and it's a short commitment. And also, it's a fun show. I think I was expecting a little bit different things from this show. And last week I was like, oh, it's not a funny show. And I still don't think it's very funny. I don't think the jokes land very well. But it's lighthearted. It's airy. It's like green cotton candy. It's fluffy and there's not much to it. And so going in knowing that, I had a better time this week than I did last week. I don't think the show has really improved. I think it's probably about the same quality. And I think I misspoke last week when I said, oh, it's going to get better as it goes along. I don't think it is. I think it's going to stay fluffy. And that's okay. I was hoping for more of a comedy. I was hoping for some barrels of laughs and stuff and things. I don't think we're going to get that. We're going to get some winking nods to things. We're going to get some lighthearted little, maybe a chuckle, maybe, depending upon your sense of humor. But it's not going to be a true sitcom, although it does kind of follow some of the sitcom tropes. The bad is it's not funny. That's the bad of this show. The CG, it's fine. They're not overdoing it, and they're not really doing a whole lot with it. It's not a really action-oriented show, although there is a little bit of action. It's just kind of an office-ish comedy-ish, with the hero's journey to find herself and become comfortable who she is. That's all fine. And like it does have that the sort of tropey like problem of the week setup where the character has to figure out this week's problem. I'm not going to spoil what that week's is, but like what happens is you solve this week's problem, at the end of the episode the domino falls and initiates next week's problem. And that's what's happening in the show. And I got a feeling that's what's going to happen from here on out. It's going to be like, oh, figure out this, then that, and then that, then that, then that. And then we're, 18,000 episodes in and we get there. It's okay. I don't think it's going to be a grand property for Marvel. It's not going to reach the heights of like WandaVision or Loki. It's not going to probably reach the depths of the shittiest episodes of Moon Knight either. It's just going to kind of be there. Fine plus. 7.5 maybe. And that's I'm learning to live with that. I'm trying to be less cranky in my old age. I'm really not, but whatever. I'm also nominated for an award. It has to be nice. CBCAwards.org. You can go there. Best comic book review channel. Link down below. Don't have to vote for me. Vote for somebody. Just go vote. Use your God-given rights. Not that there's a God. Not that it's a right. Just go vote for whoever your favorite YouTube creators are. It helps. It really does. And if you want to vote for me, I'd love it. If not, it's also fine. But this show's not going to wow me. I don't think it's probably aimed maybe at me. It's more likely aimed at people that have not watched the show, or not watched all the Marvel shit, or B, are really She-Hulk fans. And I have watched all the Marvel shit, and I am not a huge She-Hulk fan, so I'm probably not the target audience. But I'm learning to like it for what it is. And what I'm getting out of this, and the parts I'm enjoying the most, are the little Easter eggs to other things and the little hints of what's coming down the pipeline for Marvel. And there are a few of those in there. I don't want to get into it in a spoilery way, because if you've not seen the show, and you should figure it out on your own. If you don't catch it, that's all cool too. But that's where I'm finding my interest, and that's what's holding my attention. And thankfully, it only has to hold my attention for under a half hour every week, and it can probably do that. As long as it keeps building up these little nuggets that I think are going to like pay off in future Marvel shows or movies, I can watch it. And I like Tatiana Maslany. I don't think the rest of the cast is all that great, although you do get Larry from Perfect Strangers as her dad in here, so there's that. I don't know. I do think it could use more comedy, and I do think it could tweak some things where I'd like it more, but it's not going to do that. So there you have it. That's my quick discussion of this week's thing. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know what you thought. Do you think it's better than last week's episode? Do you think it's worse? Do you think it is going to get better? Am I way off pace and just being kind of curmudgeonly? Whatever. Let me know in the comments down below. That's about it. I am Taylor. Don't be a dick, even if Marvel's making things for people other than you. See ya.